pt3 family. Catch us live on your TV screens.
TV, what we do? 4 to 5.
I need to learn the lyrics.
Me too.
I need to learn the lyrics actually.
I need to learn the lyrics.
You know,
It's his favorite song, by the way.
I want it to be available for download so I can sing along with my co-host.
I think that's the coolest title sequence you can ever find. That's why we're
Ever.
the biggest show in the land right now. And we're the only show that really does matter because we're talking about things that really do matter. Which
Yeah,
other
if you
show
do not
does that?
believe that, you can hop onto YouTube, Ekse on Cape Town TV, or catch the repeats every morning.
Every morning at 8 in the morning until 9 before you go somewhere. Make sure you catch the repeats. But right now we're talking all things side hustle, guys, which is something that I feel like this generation is slowly getting into. I asked the question earlier on, would you advise a young person right now in South Africa to have a side hustle? It's something that each and every young person needs to have.
Well, I think it's something that not just young people, but
Yeah.
just everyone in general needs to have. And I think it's a matter of we know where we are economically, we know where we are, and I think we somehow see where we're going.
Yeah.
So yes, I would definitely say, you know what, make sure you do have a side hustle.
Besides, we all have 24 hours in a day. She doesn't come with extra 2 hours. She doesn't have 26. She doesn't have 48. We all have 24 hours. If they can do it, what's stopping you?
Some people's 24 hours come with resources, exposure, maybe knowledge. So I might have the same 24 hours, but the reach is not there.
Sure.
But
What makes your 24 hours different from his?
Absolutely nothing.
Really?
I just
No,
mentioned
I feel
it.
like you guys are all entrepreneurship and you guys are literally doing the most. I feel like you come up with, you have 5 extra hours. Come on, tell the truth.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, use the microphone.
Sorry, I hear what you're saying, and let's not discount that some of us have more resources at our disposal.
Exactly.
So that's not something you can ignore, especially in South Africa.
Exactly.
However,
Yeah.
when you have a burn, when you have a solution to give, when you're looking at everybody around you and going, like, something's got to give here. Surely there must be something we can do to improve my immediate circumstances, and then the neighbor down the road, and then the neighbor, the whole neighborhood and the community. Then that burn will drive you to find the solution to the problems that are existing with you.
Yeah. Speaking of solutions,
then you monetize it.
you spoke of PPMs. What are those?
So it's a formula that we teach in our type of business school when we teach entrepreneurs how to draw up a business plan. It's a formula that we've created in one of our first modules where we say it's a formula that you use to decide, what do I want to do? What is my why? So we say, if you're thinking about a business idea, you look at the first P, what is your passion? What are you passionate about? What can you wake up for at 4 o'clock in the morning and go sleep at 1 o'clock, the next morning? Go into a state of flow. You just do it, and when you see it, it's like 10 hours later. So what is your passion? The second P is, what is the problem? What problem are you trying to solve? And I mean, that is advice that from Bill Gates to Elon Musk gives us. What problem, which everyday problem are people struggling with that you're going to resolve? And then the M stands for monetize. How can you monetize the solution that you come then forth to solve this problem? So if you've got your PPM, then you've got a winning formula to start your business.
Yeah, while we're speaking of winning formulas, we did head out to the streets and ask you guys, what is it that you think and your views and your opinions with regards to side hustle? And this is what you guys had to say.
Hi guys. Okay, my thoughts when it comes to a side hustle is that it's important that all of us should pursue our dreams. It might be something that maybe you see you have a skill in, maybe it's something that you're not currently working on, like you have it professional, so it's something that you can pursue and make extra cash out of it. And who knows, maybe your business can grow and you'll be able to employ other people as well, so you'll be providing employment essentially. And also, as we have seen with the COVID that came, a lot of people lost their jobs. But if you have a side hustle, it's something that you can still pursue and be able to make money out of. So one thing things I would not do to start a side hustle is to steal money. go illegal means to be able to start it. That is maybe pay a bribe for me to be able to start. And the other thing is to sell my body to be able to open doors for that side hustle or to get money to be able to start it. So let's go out there and start hustling. Thanks. Bye.
Hi, my name is Temara Sipuka. I believe in side hustling, especially now during the pandemic that we encountered last year, that is still going on now. I believe that we need to earn extra cash on the side, especially now people are losing jobs and things are getting expensive. The cost of living is getting expensive, so we need money on the side. But I wouldn't go far as selling drugs or human trafficking, helping people with human trafficking, or even sell my body. But making money on the side is the best.
At the first, the words are now coming again. Business, passion, pursue. That's the word that keeps on coming when people think of side hustling. But sometimes your passion something that you're passionate about cannot really make you, cannot really capitalize on that. So, would you say your passion that you do on the side is a hustle?
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. In South Africa, what I've noticed is sometimes we do things for fun.
Yeah.
And then later on, you discover that that thing that you're doing for fun, in other countries, they're paying for it. You understand? So sometimes it's just we're not getting that market. We have a problem of not reaching the market in South Africa. So sometimes your passion, your community might see it as nothing. And then maybe let me record you and put you on the socials, and then there you go, you trend, and then companies start looking for you. There are many ways to express your passion. Just find ways where to monetize it. To every problem, I think there's a solution. But information, just try and find information and try and put yourself out there, because I think people are the ones that make you famous. You get.
Want to add on it?
Yeah, I just want to say that your passion can definitely be your side hustle.
Really?
I'm saying this because again, we also need to look at South Africa as a whole.
Yeah.
I am passionate about music, but I end up working at Absa Bank.
Yeah.
So I'm a teller there at Absa Bank, but I'm passionate about music. So every Saturdays, what I can do is I can have music classes for the people in my community as a side hustle, because that's my passion. That's what I do. And I can perform at gigs. I can do all of this. So definitely your passion can be a side hustle. I'm saying this because we all know that not everyone who's a policeman today actually is passionate about being a policeman.
That's why the crime rate is so high.
So coming back to that point of passion, can you have a side hustle that you're not passionate about?
Martin?
No. Well,
Well,
in my instance, no.
You can.
If it's born out of survival, yes, then absolutely. But for example, I am in a full-time job. I have that privilege that in a large-scale unemployment in this country, I've got a full-time job. So I thank God every day that my side hustles are things that actually interest me. I mean, I love that that I'm able to serve in my company, and it sustains me and it feeds me. But I'm hoping my side hustles grow big enough for me to replace that eventually, as everybody else here does, because they are my passions. But the reverse could also be true. You could be a brilliant musician, but you need to kind of make more money, and so your side hustle becomes selling beans or whatever.
Oh, okay.
You wanted to add on something?
Yes, I think also it depends on the role that you play in society. It depends if you're a mom or a dad, if you stay home, etc., etc. Because, you go into Facebook and you see millions and millions of mom asking for resellers to sell Avon or to sell some type of kids' clothing. I mean, we as parents see this every day. So it depends on your role, and that is definitely also going to determine the type of possibilities that you have. So, like she said, you need to kind of have that side hustle, even if it's not your passion, to bring up the money. And then what we spoke about earlier is to then use the money that you generate from that side hustle to fuel your passion in your main hustle at the end of the day.
I'm glad that you say that, because I'm in that position right now.
Which one?
The position of having a side hustle that you don't like, but you're using that side hustle to actually fuel the passion that you have. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does concern me though is that often there are people floating around who will have a passionate hustle that makes no money at all, and yet they still have the responsibility of having a family
Sure,
or
but
a kid.
we need to make money, and the way that we do it is going to an ad break. That's where we're going now.
Our side hustle.
Our side hustle.
CTV family, catch us live on your TV screens.